Hey guys, Erin Wester here. I hope...
Hi.
Oh, Alex wants to say hi. Here's Alex.
Hi.
He's my little 2-year-old. So...
Hi, Mommy.
I'm on Facebook Live. So, Alex...
Special.
Yep, she's watching Paw Patrol. So I hope you don't hear Paw Patrol in the background. If you do, I apologize. But sorry it took me so long. I can't figure out how to go live on my computer in an event. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I'm having to do this on the iPad propped up on a water bottle. I don't like it to the side because then the camera's off to the side and I feel like I'm not looking at you guys. And that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you guys. So for those of you that don't know me, new followers, my name is Erin Wester. I will be 38 a week from Friday. Erin Wester, she says. What's your name? Alex. Yep. So I'm a mom. I'm a 2-year-old. I also have an 11-year-old son who is in 5th grade and is a type 1 diabetic. When Alex was born, she actually had a twin sister, Victoria Rose, who passed away when she was 12 days old. She had a cardiac arrest when she was 5 days old due to very rare, 6 days old, something called cardiac ganglionitis, which it took a year after the autopsy for them to actually find this heart disorder that she had. It's very rare. There's really not much research on Google, anything like that. There's really not a whole lot of research. So if it was something we could never have detected, something that we could have never stopped the heart attack, it would have happened any time. And for her, it happened when she was 6 days old. You know, we were in Children's Hospital for almost a week with our week-old baby and our baby on life support, hooked up to machines to help her breathe. And that was the point that I realized, honestly, what this opportunity is. So I have been an online health and fitness coach for almost 8 years. This June, I'll have been a coach for 8 years. So I started in June of 2010 when I was just finishing up my master's degree in social work. I went to a private school for my master's, not the smartest thing, ended up with $100,000 in student loan debt for a master's degree in social work. And for anybody that knows anything about social work, you know that making in the 40s like I do now is pretty rare, and you have to be a supervisor to do that. So 30s is pretty common for a social worker, and when you're making $30-some thousand a year and you have a family to support, especially a family with special needs, because Alex did go to cardiology for about a year just to determine if she had any heart disorders as well. And my son, being a type 1 diabetic, goes to Children's Hospital every 3 months for his diabetes. Hi, baby. I'm on my own tonight. My husband is working a game. My son stays at his grandparents' Tuesday nights. So, you know, she's here. It's reality. I mean, it shows you can work this business with kids. You can work this business with a full-time job. So backwards to 8 years ago when I first became a coach, I was really worried about finding a job. And the programs were working for me. I'd done P90X. I was doing TurboFire. I was in the middle of my first 75-pound weight loss. Got introduced to Shakeology in 2010, and that's honestly why I became a coach, is to get the 25% off discount. Because Shakeology has literally changed my life. It has made me not need coffee. It has gotten rid of my cravings. It just gives me all over health. The only health issues I've had in my 38 years is some sinus issues, which obviously Shakeology isn't going to help that. I do have to supplement additionally with vitamin D and magnesium. That's just something that I additionally need to supplement even with the Shakeology. And I also do need to take a HTP5 because I have tendencies to be depressed. Obviously, because I've been through a lot in my 38 years of life. I suffered from binge disorder in my teens. I was an alcoholic the first time I went to college. I was in a domestic violence relationship and ended up getting pregnant. That's how I ended up moving from Minneapolis back to Lake Geneva, because I was pregnant. I was running from a DV relationship. And at that point, I realized I needed to do something. I'd been kicked out of school for bad grades due to my alcoholism. The first time I was in school, I'd switched my major 3 times. So obviously in my early 20s, I had no clue what I wanted to do. You know, I didn't have insurance. When I was working at a bank, I was working at the mall. You know, I just had no direction. And when I knew I had a child, I knew that I had to get my college degree. So I worked my butt off, got my bachelor's, got my master's. I mean, I had to work my butt off to even get into college because of my bad GPA. They really didn't want to let me in because I had a 1.75 GPA. So combining that 1.75 GPA along with my GPA at Whitewater with my social work degree, I ended up graduating with honors with a 3.7 when I started at 1.75. So I was very motivated. I was very inspired. I was paying my own way. Went to a very expensive private school, wanted to be a school social worker. But that is just a super hard field to get into. Your internship is not considered experience. And you want to be on the video again? There you are. Say hi.
Hi.
My adorable, sweet baby girl, which is my why, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. So, you know, I was graduating from school. I was really having a hard time with my, nope, stop please. With my interviews for school social worker. I was going up against 50 applicants, 20 interviews where people had way more experience than me. I just didn't have a shot. So I ended up going into child protection, which is very stressful. I did investigations for the state in Milwaukee, and I also did some ongoing child protection in Milwaukee. And obviously it was not a good fit for me. I worked at homeless shelters. I really found my fit working for a nonprofit in guardianship. That was really where my fit was, and that is where I went back to work after staying home with my daughter. So at that point, you know, I had met my now husband. We got married in 2014. You know, I lost my first 75 pounds. I built a pretty solid business, and I kind of let it all slip. And then 2014, I kind of kicked my butt back into gear because, you know, we wanted to have kids. I wanted to stay home with my kids, but I had this huge student loan debt that we need to deal with. So coaching in 2014, we knew coaching was the way I could be home. So by the time we had the twins in October of 2015, I had built my business up to double my social work salary. Yes, double my social work salary. And so when they wouldn't approve my medical leave at my work, it was okay because I just kind of fell into coaching full time, you know, and then the trauma and tragedy of losing our daughter happened, and, you know, I was depressed, and again, my business slipped. I worked my butt off just to make enough to pay bills. It wasn't enough to pay extra on debt. That was the problem. Those student loans are still looming at $95,000. All my other debt is paid. I have a car loan and my student loans, and obviously medical bills because my son's a type 1 diabetic. So, you know, things went down while in these last 2 years. I'm going to be honest. Things went down because I was dealing with my grief. I was dealing with my depression. When my daughter was 18 months old, we were at a point where I had to go back to work. We had to get work on this debt. And that is really the goal right now, is to get this debt paid off so I can come home again and be with my kids. So when I decided to go back to work, coaching is, even through all the trauma I've been through, all the tragedy, single parenthood, going to college as a single parent, working, really having to rely on people and actually ask for help, which is really hard for me. My team just pulled together when we were going through all this. I didn't do anything with Beachbody for 2 or 3 months. Obviously my health had slipped. I had gained another 75 pounds. I lost 30 of it in the first 6 months. You know, I'd been doing good, but I didn't realize how long the trauma and the tragedy stays with you, and how when you're already on the edge of being able to be depressed, how something like that really pushes you over the edge. So this last 6 months, I would say I really have done a lot of soul searching and really thinking about what coaching is to me and what Beachbody has done for me. And being involved with Beachbody for 7.5 years, it's something I will never leave. People prospect me for their businesses all the time because I have longevity. I've built a following of other women like me who've been through trauma and tragedy, who have been through domestic violence, who are social workers, who are healers, are caring people. That are why you guys follow me. I assume, I don't know 100% why you guys follow me, but that's just my guess, is that yes, I'm still on my journey. Yes, I know what I'm doing, but you guys can relate to me. I'm on this journey with you, and I share my struggles. I don't make my social media all rainbows, cupcakes, happiness, flowers, pink clouds. No, that's not real life. I shared yesterday how I binged, but you know what? I binged, I got back on at dinner, and I've been 100% on ever since. I'm finding ways to make healthy food taste really delicious and have it look super appealing. And I think if people think they're eating something that isn't 100% healthy, but they are, it's just easier to do. I know saying don't ever cheat, don't do this, don't do that is hard for people. It's hard for me. So, yeah. So 80-day obsession is hard for me because it says you can't cheat. It says that you have to be 100% on it, and that's hard. But, I've done extremely well. 2 episodes out of 16 days is pretty great for me. As someone who, again, suffered from emotional eating, low self-esteem, those kind of issues, it's huge. So, what do I do as a coach? People want to know, you're a coach. What exactly do you do? So I do this. I do live videos. I post my workouts. I post my meals. I post recipes. I tell my story. I share the struggles I've been through. I share where I was and where I am now. I share what I'm still going through. I feel by sharing myself and being raw and being honest with you guys will inspire you. So as a coach, I connect with new people. I meet people on social media. I don't do a lot of face-to-face. I don't have time. I'm being honest. I'm a supervisor at a nonprofit. I'm busy. I have 2 kids. They have a lot of activities. I'm a firm believer in giving my family 2 to 3 hours every night of my undivided attention, no phone, no social media, no anything. That is just me because that is my priority. And I will build my business slower than those that are like, every spare second is my business. I just will. But that's okay with me because my priorities is my family. And if it takes me 3, 4, 5 years to get that debt paid off and be able to be home with my kids, so be it. That's just what it's going to take. Then I can be on vacation anytime I want. I can go to their appointments and not worry. But if they're sick, I'm there. If we want to go on vacation, we can do that. If we want to go somewhere for a long weekend, we can. And she's got a cord. Yep. We can do those kind of things. And that is important to me. And so what do I do as a coach? As I said, I share my journey. I share what I'm doing with my health and nutrition. I connect with new people. I invite people to my challenge groups, to my free group that I do continuously. I invite people to these kind of events. I invite them to check out coaching. If I think that they would be a fantastic fit for my team, if they're like my spirit animal, if I'm drawn to you, because you guys, I check out your social media after you start following me. I check out your social media to see if you're somebody that I want to be friends with, someone I want to get to know. And, that is really why I do this business. I follow up with those that have been interested in stuff before. That's really what I do as a business. I also do personal development, which is huge. Every morning while my pre-workout meal is digesting, I read 10 pages of a book that's inspiring. I listen to podcasts. I listen to audibles. So I'm really about working on my mindset, my belief in myself, because that's something that's lacking. I have low self-esteem, a lot to do with the domestic violence, a lot to do with alcohol abuse, So these are things that I work on. I watch YouTube videos of successful coaches, successful entrepreneurs. So I'm always trying to build my skill level. But it's really about talking to people, connecting with people, talking to them about their goals, their dreams, and seeing how I can help them. Or maybe they can help me. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's something that they do that can help me. So that's really what I do as a coach. So I have my list over here. Why do I love coaching? Well, lots of reasons. I love the accountability. That is one of the first most important things. I love having a cause. I love sharing ways to get fit, to live healthy lives, to be a better mom, to cook better dinners for your family, to really learning to unplug and really connect, putting those phones away, having a movie night every week, having a bedtime routine where there's no phones and there's stories and you spend time together. Those are the things that's important to me. And as a coach, I get to do those things and I get to share with others so they can do the same thing. I also love Beachbody because when I was going through my hardest time, Beachbody was there. This network of people don't care about the money they're making. Sure, it's a business. Sure, we make money. But ultimately, that's not what this is about. This is about changing somebody's life. This is about me sharing my vulnerable story with that mom who's in a DV relationship, who feels like she can't leave because she has a kid, for the woman that's been put down so many times that she just doesn't think that she can get better. She doesn't think things can be better. She doesn't think that she could be with anybody else because she's not worthy, and the dog is licking the baby in the ear. So, that's why I love Beachbody, because these people really care. Sure, there are some people, hey, stop guys. Sure, there are some people that are in it for the money. I'm sure there are people out there. There are people that don't look at people as a number, but that's not me. That's why I do free groups. That's why I share content with you guys. That's why I give you guys tips and tricks for free. I run accountability groups where you just need me as your free coach, because I don't step on toes. I don't steal customers. I don't do that. So I offer a ton of free shit, and I do that because I care. I've been there. I had to put my first Beachbody program on a credit card. My last 100 and whatever, I think it was for everything. They didn't have challenge packs then. For everything, it was like $200. And I took the last $200 on my credit card and just did it because I know I had to. But nowadays, there are more options. There are absolutely different options. But, Beachbody is about people realizing that they can live a fulfilling life that's healthy, that is freeing, that makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're making a difference. That is why I love Beachbody and why I love being a coach. Because I get to influence and help people every single day. Not in my stressful social work job, but in, social media, kind of real life. But just by sharing my story and sharing my struggles, I am helping that mom that has those same struggles. Let her know it's okay. We're only human. Okay, let's talk money. How do coaches earn money? People want to know, how do you earn money doing this? Okay, let's be honest, okay? 25% commissions is how you make money. Challenge packs, which is a program in Shakeology or Daily Sunshine or the Performance Line or Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology or Daily Sunshine or the Performance Line. So yes, challenge packs are a little different. It's based on how much volume each thing's worth. It's a little more complicated. But also, you get 25% off your products. So if you are a Shakeology user, if you do use the Performance Line, you get 25% off. And that's pretty amazing, because I don't think we'd probably be able to afford Shakeology or the Performance Line, which we get every month. without the discount. You also make money off something called team bonuses. That is how I make most of my money. That's where the residual income comes from. So, you want to actually get financial freedom with this business, you do have to build a team. So I have a team of about 11 personally sponsored coaches, but I have hundreds of coaches, maybe even thousands of coaches underneath me that I make money off of. Think, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. You make money from the people underneath you. But no, it's not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme means you are making money, but there's no product there. So it's not a pyramid scheme. Your boss makes money off you. So you know what? Maybe that's a pyramid scheme. But you do make money off the volume that your team creates. And again, it's residual income as you get a stronger team, a larger team. The amount you get per 100 volume, it gets higher. Your earning potential is higher. Once you get higher up in rank, 2-star diamonds and above, you can also get extra bonuses, percentages of sales from the whole company, which is pretty cool. You can earn Success Club trips. So if you help 3 people a month, you could earn a free trip somewhere. So Riviera Maya this year. Next year, a cruise. We have gone on two cruises as a Success Club trip. So me and my husband have gone on 2. One of them was our honeymoon. So there's also quarterly events. There's also top 10 trip that you can earn if you are in the top 10 of the whole company. Like go to France, go to Italy, pretty awesome things that you can do. And those are just some of the perks, but mainly how you earn money is commissions and your team volume bonuses. That's really how you earn the money. But I would say probably 90% of what I make from Beachbody is my team volume. So yeah, you want to build a big team if you want to be really, really successful. Sure, you can. Hey, get that out of your mouth. Sure, you can make money off of commission if you're crazy and you sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of things, but just the residual income is really from building that team. And the last thing, how do you sign up? It is pretty simple to sign up. It generally is $40 to sign up, but if you do go with a challenge pack, so like if you want Beachbody on Demand, you can go with that challenge pack and your $40 would be waived. So you would spend $160. You would get your year access of Beachbody on Demand, which is normally $99. You would get your Shakeology, which coach price is $95. And I believe you get containers as well. So you're getting like, let's see, $250 worth of stuff for $160. You already have Beachbody on Demand. You can do a completion pack. If you really, really into 80-day obsession, you really want to try it, you can get an 80-day obsession completion pack. And that would have your Shakeology, your bands, your sliders, your containers, and you get all that for $130, and the coach sign-up fee would be waived. So, there's just a few different options. If you are interested in getting started, you're curious on really how it works, but you're not 100% sure that, it's going to be for you. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can quit anytime, no penalty. The only other cost associated with signing up to be a coach is a $15.95 a month, $15.95 a month fee, and that is really to operate your website, because you get 3 free websites, and to have them handle your shipping to your customers, so you don't have to have inventory and sell. You just go through your website that Beachbody provides for you. There's also something really else that's really cool. It's called a Smart Cart. So if you, let's say you were interested in becoming a coach and you already have Beachbody on Demand, but you want to do 80-day obsession and drink Shakeology, or maybe, let's say you want to do 80-day obsession and drink Shakeology. So you would get your 80-day obsession completion pack for $130. And what I could do is I would go into the smart cart and I would put your email address in, your name in there, your order, what you want, that you want coach, sign up, and it would email the link directly to you. And all you have to do is read over, make sure everything you want is correct, and put your information in there, put your credit card information in there, and you're good to go. So it's really, really easy. It's so foolproof. It used to be things would get messed up all the time because customers would just go to your link or go to your website and it would just be all wrong. So now it's super, super easy. Another thing that's awesome about coaching is you get to be part of the Team Empire New Coach Bootcamp. Team Empire, which is ran by Barbie Kalev. She is my coach. So you will get access to Barbie if you sign up with me as a coach. I work with Barbie on a regular basis. As I said, she is my coach. She is the person that's taught me everything that I know, because when I was first in the business and I actually had a different coach, hey, stop it. I didn't know any of this stuff and I just kind of winged it. So you'll get direct access to Barbie, which is pretty cool. So if you have any other questions, feel free to message me. We'll chat. We'll figure out if this is a good fit. I love to have you on our team. Our team is going to big places this year. We have this goal of something called a premier team. And that means that we are helping tons of people get started on their journey and helping tons of people get started with a home business, which this is the best home business, because if you love Beachbody products, if you love health and fitness, like seriously, this is a no-brainer. The products are far and beyond anything else that there is. It is just, the business is built on integrity. It's not going anywhere. I plan on still being a coach 20, 30, 40 years from now. And my son plans on being a coach when he turns 18 in 7 years. So, we're not going anywhere. My team's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, even though people try to get me to go other places all the time. I'm not going to do it. There's also a really cool summit every year, which is always somewhere fantastic. It's been in Las Vegas. It has been in Nashville. It has been in New Orleans. And this year it is in Indianapolis, which is driving distance for me. So I am pretty stoked about that. So any questions about coaching, any questions about anything at all, questions about life, comment below this video, send me a message, send me an email, Erin Ann Wester, WESTER @gmail.com, and we will chat. And New Coach Bootcamp starts Monday, so next week. So, you just want to give it a try. Again, you can quit any time. On your pack, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can even drink the whole entire bag of Shakeology and send it back and get your money back if you decide it's not for you. But I think once you see this amazing training and once you see the additional training that Beachbody offers, the websites, all the really cool things that you get, you're going to be hooked and you're going to love it just like me. So I hope to talk to everybody soon. Bye, guys.